My name is Steve Younis from SupermanHomepage.com. This is all Superman related news that happened during the week March 16th to March 22nd, 2012. In movie news, there was a bit of spoiler information for Man of Steel movie fans coming out of the 3-day 5D Flux conference this week, with costume designer Michael Wilkinson revealing the mythology of Superman's iconic S in the movie. Wilkinson explained that since they created a neo-medieval backstory for Krypton, which included the creation of a new language, it made sense to utilise the suit design as part of the mythology. He said, "Everyone on Krypton wears this suit. It has function and purpose and a logic to this fantastical world." Superman fan Ron Zaguli recently returned from a trip to California where he met up with Helen Barrett, a stuntwoman at Universal Studios' Waterworld stunt show, who also doubled for Amy Adams as Lois Lane during stunts required for Man of Steel. Ron tells us that Helen was incredibly positive about the job Henry did as both Clark Kent and Superman. Superman vs. the Elite, the next entry in the popular ongoing series of DC Universe animated original movies, will be distributed on Blu-ray and DVD on June 12th by Warner Home Video. Warner Home Video hosted the world premiere of Superman vs. the Elite last Friday at WonderCon in Anaheim. A panel discussion followed the film featuring director Michael Chang, screenwriter Joe Kelly, and versatile actor Robin Atkin-Downes, who provided the voice of Manchester Black, leader of the Elite. Mary Ann Butler attended the world premiere on behalf of the Superman homepage and caught up with director Michael Chang and actor Robin Atkin-Downes. You can check out both her interviews at the website now. In TV news, during WonderCon last weekend, Warner Bros. Animation showed off a sizzle reel for Young Justice, which gave fans an overview of what has taken place so far, while also giving a sneak peek at upcoming episodes and what we can expect in Season 2, Young Justice Invasion. New characters such as the Blue Beetle, Lobo, Clayface, the Flying Graysons and Lagoon Boy can be seen, while also we get a look at Superboy in his new costume. The second season is tentatively scheduled to begin in April. Superman homepage writer Isaac Frisby has updated our Young Justice animated series episode guide with a summary of the most recent Season 1 episode, Image. Isaac has also written his review of this episode, giving it a 5 out of 5, saying, "The thing I loved about this was how freaking awesome it was to see M'gann in her true form." Cartoon Network and DC Entertainment have released the episode description for Agendas, the upcoming new episode of the Young Justice animated series. In this episode, Superboy returns to Project Cadmus, where he learns that the top-secret genetics lab may have created another super clone. Agendas airs on Saturday, March 24th at 10:30 AM on Cartoon Network. Lauren Faust, the creator of Super Best Friends Forever animated shorts, which aired during the DC Nation block on Saturday mornings on Cartoon Network, has revealed that there are actually only 5 episodes of the 75-second long cartoons featuring Supergirl, Batgirl and Wonder Girl. There were some hints during the DC Nation panel at WonderCon that more episodes might be ordered, but there's nothing definite at this point in time. Cassidy Freeman revealed to KSiteTV.com how she wasn't aware of Tessa's death on Smallville until right before they filmed the series finale. She revealed, "I was warned prior to reading the script, not very much before, mind you. They were kind of hesitant. I was like, don't be sorry, that's a great way to end the season." On April 4th, Smallville, the complete 10th season, will soar onto Blu-ray and DVD in Australia. The Superman homepage has teamed with Warner Home Video in Australia to give away 5 copies of Smallville, the complete 10th season on Blu-ray. To enter the contest, all Australian residents need to do is answer a simple question on the contest page. Come by the site now to submit your entry. IGN.com caught up with writer Brian Q. Miller at WonderCon this past weekend and asked him what we can expect from the Smallville Season 11 comic book series he's writing. As to where issue 1 picks up from, he said, "We're 6 months after Clark became Superman for the first time and pushed Apocalypse out of orbit." He added, "It's kind of Superman Year 1 with a Smallville cast of characters." There was just the one comic book for us to review this week, and that was Superboy number 7, which Adam DeChannel reviewed, saying, "All I see the book as right now is a tie-in to Teen Titans and Ravagers, not a book in its own right," and he gave it a 2 out of 5 rating. Superman comics available this week from March 21st include DC Universe Online Legends number 26, which is the final issue, Justice League number 7, which is available in a variant cover, a combo pack, and a black and white cover. Supergirl number 7. Tiny Titans number 50 is also the final issue. Young Justice number 14. Justice League number 1, 7th printing. and Justice League Rise and Fall trade paperback.
This week we have a selection of Superman blankets, throws, and fleece fabrics. Snuggle up in front of the TV or get an extra layer of warmth in bed with Superman, Supergirl, or Krypto. How about this villain-crushing twin-size Superman throw, available for only $45.98? Or this Superman Man of Steel fleece throw blanket for just $19.99. These blankets and more are available from your one-stop Superman shop, the Superman Homepage online store at supermanhomepage.com/shop.
In other news, the annual Sydney Royal Easter Show is on in Sydney, Australia from April 5th to 18th at the Sydney Olympic Park. One of the main attractions of the Easter Show are the show bags, fun-filled bags for little kids and big kids alike. In 2012 there will be 3 Justice League show bags available, which include Superman merchandise, ranging in price from $12.50 to $22.50. Artist Des Taylor donated this stunning colour print of Superman and Lois Lane, reminiscent of the rooftop interview from Superman the movie. To win this poster, fans were asked to post a particular message via Twitter. The winner selected at random from all those who posted the message is David Abraham. Congratulations, David. As a reward for everyone else who missed out, Des Taylor has provided the Superman homepage with 4 stunning Superman designs, which you're welcome to download and use as desktop wallpapers for your computer. That's all the Superman news there was for the week March 16th to March 22nd. I'm Steve Younis from supermanhomepage.com.
Great Scott! Great Scott! Great Scott!
Hello everyone and welcome to Great Scott. I'm Scotty V. Thanks for watching. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my favorite new animated series, Young Justice. It's actually not that new anymore, but I've been talking about it a few times and I still notice that some people say they can't get into it. I gotta tell you, it's one of the most character-driven, deep, emotional, story-driven animated shows that I've ever seen, and the animation is fantastic. The characters are great. It's in depth. I love watching it. And now we have the new DC Nation block, which comes on with Green Lantern and Young Justice. And in between and in the beginning, they have little cartoons starring such favorites as Teen Titans. And now we also have Super Best Friends Forever, which is Batgirl, who isn't Supergirl. I think Catwoman's involved somewhere, and we also have Wonder Girl. Very, very fun. They're funny and they're fun. I saw something about Baby Superman. People were making fun of DC for not even knowing the origins of their own characters, but I watched the little short, and it was actually very funny. It was kind of a send-up of some of the old Japanese-style cartoons where they would just make up their own story and go with it, but it was based on something famous that everybody knew was wrong, but that's okay, and it was very interesting and very funny, and it's just a cute little thing. The Plastic Man, if you haven't seen it, is hilarious. It's my favorite one so far. He takes on all these forms, and it's a comedy. It's very good. But the DC Nation block so far is really it's got me. I mean, I was in there with Young Justice to begin with. The most recent episode of Young Justice was a Flash star, Kid Flash, had a special mission to go on where he had to get a heart donation to a transplant girl who needed a transplant in another city. And it was going to take him too much time to get there, and he had to get there as soon as he could. He had a 4-hour time limit or something like that. Meanwhile, he was trying, some villains were trying to stop him from getting there, and the reason was that the uncle of the girl who was dying was next in line to take over a country in the Middle East, a fictional country in the Middle East. The little girl was the queen there, and he was hoping that she would die. Kid Flash does some really cool things in the episode. It's also very emotional, very deep, and very, very character-driven. I'm not embarrassed to admit that I found myself welling up several times. So if you can't get into this show, or you didn't think that you could, maybe you should give it another shot, because again, it is very emotional, very story-driven, very character. There's a lot of purpose behind it, and the animation is great. One complaint that I have made before, and I will make again, that is that Batman, of course, is the lead grown-up. He's in almost every episode, whether it's by voice or whether you see him, and that's because he's the guy who tells the Young Justice team what to do and where to go. which is okay in theory. Every once in a while you see another hero. Captain Marvel has been featured many times, Black Canary as well. And last week, Green Arrow was on, but he was in his Oliver guise. The problem here is, in the DC Nation block, they show all the characters, and they show Batman pretty much front and center, but Wonder Woman and Superman to the left and right of him, as if they play a very important role in the DC Nation block. Now, maybe there's more to come, but this is definitely the animation that they use on Young Justice. So I'm wondering why Superman has been not only moved to the back burner, but pretty much non-existent on the show. In the episode that I was just talking about, there are some giant weather machines that are causing blizzards all over the country, and this is so that the Justice League is distracted while the villains try to stop Kid Flash. And they show several different teams from the Justice League trying to take these down, but they never show Superman. They never mention Superman. They don't show Wonder Woman, the two most powerful members of the team, debatably, and they're not even involved. Kid Flash is told he has to go on this special mission because the Justice League is going to be busy with dealing with this, and they can't do it. But isn't the Justice League kind of centered by Superman, at least traditionally? And if he's not the leader and he's not the center, he's still very, very vital and very, very powerful. So where was he? What is he always doing? I mentioned this in another episode. One of the biggest things that's going on the Earth, and he's nowhere. Where is he at? It's not possible to explain that he's in another solar system like they did in the Supergirl movie every single time. But they haven't even tried an explanation. He's just not there, and it looks bad. And also, the relationship between he and the clone Superboy was not handled well thus far. I could see Superman being a little bit uncomfortable with the whole situation, but he's a guy who faces adversity. He's a guy who deals with problems or deals with emotional instances when they need to be dealt with. And next week's episode, it looks to be a Superboy episode where Connor discovers that there is another clone, and it looks suspiciously like him. My guess is it's just a little bit more bizarre. So hopefully we see some more of the relationship between he and maybe Superman will actually make an appearance. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not watching DC Nation, get on it. Green Lantern is also very, very good. It's dark. It's a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be, which is great. Remember, everyone, I'm Scotty V, and I'm out of here.